Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. I'm Matt again, A to Z Auto Masters. Today we got this 2014 Jaguar XJL. It's a 3.0 all-wheel drive with a supercharger. The car came in with a coolant leak, an overheating problem. I did a pressure test on the car and the coolant leak is coming from the water pump. So today we'll show you how to change a water pump on those cars. And please don't forget, if you like this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, leave us some comments, and don't forget to subscribe. Get this cover out of the way. Water pump is located basically underneath the throttle body here. So we're just gonna remove this intake system off and we'll get some space around here. I have this hose. Take it out. And now take this clamp off. And I have to take this 10mm out. Just like that. Okay guys, so water pump, that's the water pump right there. This hose is usually an issue. Most of the time it does break, so we're gonna talk about this in a little bit. And as you can see, underneath the water pump by the build there, it's all soaked. So let's see, let's pull it out. We get this sensor out, mass airflow meter. You pull the yellow tab, the lock, and then squeeze. Just one, same thing on the other side. Now, then we have this 8mm. Okay, so we take this out of the way and make sure we get this sensor harness out of the box. Now you can take the whole air box out. And basically you're going to do the same exact thing on the other side. And now we have this supercharger belt tensioner. We're gonna have to release the tensioner and get this belt off, supercharger belt. That's a 3/8 drive. Okay, so you push down and you pull the belt off the idler here, slide it out. Now we got the majority of the parts are cleared out of here. We're just gonna go up now, drain the coolant, and start taking the pump out. Okay, so now we're gonna disconnect all these coolant hoses. Just be very gentle. All this stuff is very fragile and they break a lot. They always break, so. these hoses. You just pinch that clip and the bottom one and slide out. First of all, you push in, pinch, and then slide out. And now we can release the serpentine belt. Okay, so we got the serpentine belt out of the way. Now we're gonna have to remove this tensioner. We're gonna bolt here, one there, two, and there's two on the other side for the pump to come out. So we're gonna start by taking this tensioner. The tensioner right here is size 15, the bolt. So okay, now we got the T30 for these 4 bolts. So we got the 2 on the right side here out, and I mean right side to the motor, not to you. Is 1. And here's 2. So now really nothing should be holding this pump. The both bolts are out in this side and the other 2 on the other side. Should just be the O-ring coming from the back. That's the only thing should be holding. So if we pull out on the pump, right there, it should come out. O-ring goes right here. This O-ring we have to change. We're gonna pull out. And these gaskets, one here and one there, they also have to be changed. We'll slide the new seal / O-ring back in place. And I like to put some coolant, a couple drops of coolant around it, kind of helps it slide. And since we have this belt is saturated and soaked in coolant, we're gonna have to change. But to change the belt, we're gonna have to remove this tensioner with the bracket, get it out of the way because the belt run right through it. Okay guys, so we got the belt out. Okay, so we got the belt out. We're really without removing this bracket here, and I'm gonna show you how. It's a little bit tight, but it's doable. You can definitely take the belt out and probably put the new one back in. Okay, so we got a container down there to catch all the coolant. I'm gonna kind of rinse this quick. I like to get at least most of this coolant out of the pulleys, so before I put the new belt back on. Okay, so now it's time to put the new belt back on. We got the Continental belt. I like these belts, very good stuff. Okay guys, so it's time to put the new belt back on, and we're gonna do that without removing again this bracket or the tensioner. You can see behind there, this pulley, we have a little gap, probably half an inch or so. We need to slide the belt right between this gap. This is where the belt's gonna go through. So you're gonna go from underneath that pulley and lift up the belt. You're gonna put basically the belt straight up like that, and actually gonna go like that. You're gonna lift up and fit it back on top of the pulley. So basically we're gonna slide it between the two pulleys, spin, lift up, and slide it back on top of the other pulley. Just like that. Okay guys, so I like to put some of that weather strip yellow glue, just a couple drops to hold the gasket in place, because it definitely will move while you put in the pump. So just to make sure we don't lose the gasket or drop it. Nothing crazy, just a couple drops as you can see, and we stick the gasket to it. Okay, so here's one. Also, there's another way to do it. You can leave the bolt, you leave the gasket in here, and when you push it in, then you can start tightening it at the same time. Line up the O-ring in the back. Same thing here, throw the other bolts in. Make sure the gasket doesn't move from its place. You're gonna rotate a little bit in each bolt so the pump can go back straight and fits exactly on top of the O-ring. Now we tighten these 4 bolts by hand. Okay, so the pump is back in. Now it's time to put the tensioner back. So here we're gonna make a loop and we're gonna put that tensioner inside the loop. Now we have the belt in place, the tensioner is back. We can throw back the supercharger belt and then we can put all the hoses back together. Now we throw the supercharger belt back on. And now we throw this hose back on. Now we can put this hose back. Basically just pushes in. That's all you can do. Push straight. It's a little hard to push in, but that's how you make sure it's not leaking. Now we clip this one back down here and we clip it up here and put it back into the reservoir tank. Okay guys, it's all back together. Moment of truth, about to start it. Always make sure your job is done right, no leaks, everything is connected right, no check engine light, no warning signs. We can cap this cooling back now. All good. Thank you for watching.